Hey, Mr. Ham, how are you doing, sir?
Dude, I am great. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, glad to be live here in Two Mind Studios again.
Indeed, it's been a minute.
Yeah, I don't get over this way nearly enough, I tell you.
Yeah, and it seems like I have worked my tail off for the last few weeks. Basically, getting up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and then heading out, getting back in, sometimes as late as 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So, yeah.
Ooh, I hear you.
It's fun stuff, but I've got a good tan, though, so that's nice. Been out in the sun.
Nice. I'm working on mine a little bit as well.
Cool. It's been hot enough, that's for sure.
Oh, my Lord. It's, crazy. I was actually glad to see the rain coming in because...
Dude,
cool it down a little bit.
Walked across the yard the other day and it felt like it sounded like crunching under my feet, and I'm like, you know what? This grass is green, but it's not acting like it.
Yeah, mine's brown, and it sounded like you're walking across somebody threw a bag of potato chips out all over your yard, and you're walking on it.
The neighbor, he went and mowed his yard the other day, and he mows his really, 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 really short, and I was like, oh, dude, it's going to be 100 degrees for the next 3 or 4 days. And I thought, well, I guess that's one way of not having to mow your grass anymore, but because I'm sure he killed at least half of his lawn, but oh well.
It'll recover. Grass is pretty hardy. It comes back pretty fast.
Yeah, good old Kentucky weather. We got to love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what's new?
Not a whole lot, trying to think. I'm sure there's a bunch, and I'm just forgetting it on the spot. We are getting ready to take a trip. We're going to go to not the big, huge one. We're going to a Legoland Discovery Center.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a smaller one.
Yeah.
It's not the big theme park with the, big coaster rides and all that. It's like all, I'm pretty sure it's all indoor.
Yeah.
Because that'll be nice given the heat.
Yeah.
And we're going south. So
we've been to the one there at, I think it's called Disney Springs. They're on the Disney complex. They've got I think it's a Lego Discovery, and it doesn't have rides or anything, but it's a massive building where you can go in and build, you can buy, you can just, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. This one has a build package you can get where you can, do like a class and build something. They've got a couple of little things like a VR experience ride that you can do.
Yeah.
But they don't have like there's one in Florida, California, and New York, I think, where they've got big coasters and everything. And this is not that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've not been to anything like that.
This is just a little Lego land experience. So thought that'd be fun for the kids.
Yep.
And then we're going to go to a big aquarium.
Very nice.
Yeah. The Georgia Aquarium. If I'm not mistaken, at least it's the only aquarium in the southeast United States that has whale sharks.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, they've got 3 whale sharks in there, and I'm pretty sure they have the largest tank in the country for those sharks.
Very nice.
And yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff. They got beluga whales, and they do a dolphin show where you can go and watch them do tricks and stuff. So we're gonna go do all that with the kids. We went on our honeymoon, so if you've heard me talk about that before, that's why. But we thought it'd be nice to take the kids and let them experience it. So
very cool. Very cool. I'd like to take Penelope to something like that. I think she would enjoy the aquarium. We took her whenever she was really, really young, but I'm sure she doesn't remember any of that. So I'd like to take her back to the aquarium at some point.
Oh yeah. Our kids love it. We take them almost every year to either the one up by Cincinnati,
Newport,
yeah. Or we'll go to the Ripley's Aquarium.
Yeah, Ripley's is where we went, where we took her, and like I said, it was a few years ago. I think she may have been 1, maybe 2 at the most, but yeah, she had fun. I mean, seeing the fish and all the colorful everything that's moving so much, she enjoyed that. So I'm sure she would still enjoy it now. So, but yeah, that sounds like a good trip for sure.
Yeah, just something to do. We're with my work being unpredictable at the moment, it's been hard to plan a big family trip. So
yeah,
this was just something small that we thought we could a couple of day trip to go do.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're going to have to wait until fall to do anything like that, because where I'm doing this whole business thing and I'm the only one that's doing it, I've got a couple of obligations that are, every day. So basically I can't necessarily just take off and leave. So I think maybe fall break ish. We may try to do something. I don't know exactly what, but we may try to take off and go somewhere.
Right on.
Yep. Yep. So since we've sat down, we had I took the kid to the Dead and Company show, which was flipping awesome. So she is like certified little hippie now, like completely certified. She's like handing out stickers to people. She was dancing with the hippies. I mean, dude, she had a blast at that show. It was pretty awesome. And she stayed up and was going like nonstop through the whole thing. So
were the people upset a couple hours later when they didn't get the trip off the stickers?
No. I think they were just happy that this cute little hippie was walking around handing out stickers. They would put them on their like cheek. That was because she had one on her cheek. So they would take and peel it and put it on their cheek. So there was people running around like crazy with like little hearts and peace symbols and stuff like that on their cheeks. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and I've noticed the new accoutrement in the studio here, and it's really nice, dude.
Awesome.
It looks really good.
Yeah. I picked up a tour poster for the entire tour, which is the one that has all the dates on it. And then of course the one for the specific show that we went to at Riverbend this year. And I didn't know this, but like whenever I saw the poster, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, a flying pig with bears on it. And I didn't realize like what the connection was, because they always do something that's connected to the city. So Cincinnati has a marathon called the Flying Pig Marathon that people run every year, and there's in various places around the city there's statues or like little I guess you'd say statues of flying pigs.
Oh, kind of like our fish or whatever.
Yeah,
that we've
that's
got
up in
around
Lexington.
Here.
Yeah.
No, here we've got like little fish here.
Yeah, and then the horses in Lexington.
Yeah.
So that's kind of their thing up there. So this year they did the flying pig, and it's got the bears riding on that. And I was like, that's kind of cool, because they always seems like they do something with the river up there. Like a couple of years back, it was the skeleton on a riverboat. Last year it was like a boat that looked like a VW bus, and I've actually got that poster over there as well. But this year they did something different that wasn't necessarily river related, which was nice, because Riverbend is kind of the thing. And then I got a poster that I had been looking for a long time.
Right.
It's the 2019 summer tour poster, the one with the butterflies, the Emic poster. Dude, it's hard to come by. That one's one that's really hard to come by, and I got it for a really, really, really good price, and nice. I am super stoked to have.
Did you get it at the show, or did you?
No, I had to find it like aftermarket.
Oh, okay.
But it's a numbered original with a signed numbered original. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I just thought maybe somebody there had like a couple extras, and they were like trying to, like collectors do. They'll be like, well, I've got 4 butterfly posters, but I need this whatever one. Yeah. And maybe I don't know if maybe you did some horse trading or.
No, and a lot of times they'll have stuff like that, especially like, okay, so outside the venue of any Dead and Company show or Grateful Dead show, they have what they call Shakedown Street, which is the vendors. So basically it's just a big loop, typically of vendors that set up outside the venue. And you'll find posters and shirts and pins and books and just all kinds of stuff that people have either made or they've bought and they sell and trade and stuff like there. And you can find stuff like that occasionally, but something like that, there was only like, I want to say 9,000 of those posters made. So they're fairly rare.
Right on.
Yeah. It was definitely a good find.
Right on. Yeah. That's all I've been doing. Big stuff with the family and everything. I have, like I talked about the last time we recorded, been experimenting with live streaming on Twitch.
And it looks amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Yes,
I appreciate
and
that.
sounds good too. Yeah.
Thank you. I try. The wife, amazing, hooked me up with an awesome microphone for my computer setup. Way better than what I had before. Great mic. So I got to credit her with the good sound.
So tell me a little bit about. I've watched you play. I've logged on and
and I appreciate it.
And so the game. Mm-hmm. The game is called SnowRunner.
I've streamed that one, and another game called It Takes Two. But SnowRunner.
And I've seen It Takes Two, but SnowRunner's the one that I've seen you play. So this is a big rig type or a trucking kind of a game, right?
Yeah, I guess the closest thing I could compare it to, if somebody has seen it, is Euro Truck Simulator, but it's nothing like that really.
Yeah.
So the game is also included on Game Pass. If anybody's interested, if you've got Microsoft Game Pass, you can play it on that. But basically, you launch the game. You have contracts, which advance the campaign.
Okay.
And then you have tasks, which are ways to earn extra money and stuff.
Okay.
The contracts are like infrastructure basically on the map usually, like build a bridge or help us construct an oil rig or something like that. Every map is different in that regard. Well, some of them have the same, but there's something different usually on every map. Like on one map, you're trying to restore a railroad line.
Okay.
So that they can reestablish the railroad.
So you're delivering ties, or you're delivering.
Well, you have to.
Rail
It's complicated. Yeah, it's but yeah, there's some where you have to like rebuild the stop station.
Okay.
And then there's other ones where you actually have to lay the track pieces.
Yeah.
And it just depends.
Right.
One of the maps you're helping to reestablish a launch pad for a space shuttle.
Oh, that's cool.
And then that's, in my opinion, that's the coolest. At the end of that one, you actually get a cinematic of them launching the space shuttle.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty cool. But the core of the game is, as you advance, you can get, typically speaking, you can get better and more improved trucks, and then you can upgrade those trucks with bigger engines, better tires, that kind of stuff. And that's the game, really, is you're just trying to build the trucks up.
Okay,
and then,
so something too that from what I've watched, it's almost like everything that you're doing is off road. Like it is rough territory that you're going, that you're taking these trucks. Or is there anything like highway stuff, or is it always off road stuff?
in the early maps, there's a lot more highways because your trucks aren't as well equipped.
Okay.
So when you start off, it's mostly highway because the trucks are not really capable of a lot of off-road stuff. But yeah, the further you go, the more off-road, the more mud, the more deep water, snow, ice.
I was gonna say, and I mean, that terrain is rough. Some of the stuff is like rocky, and like you're up and over mountains, and
and the number of times, if you're an easily frustrated person, it's not the game for you. You are going to flip your truck over. Your cargo is going to fall off. You're going to have to do a lot of work to get your truck back right and get the cargo reloaded. But
I heard that.
I play it because, as frustrating as it is, it's a chill game.
Yeah. It's not like a high action or something.
Right. It's not like Call of Duty or something like that where you're constantly just go aggressive.
Right.
Like you can just lay back, and I listen to chill music when I'm playing, but that's the game really.
That's
it's
cool.
Just you build up, improve your trucks. It's a lot of slow pace. Like you're not going to be flying down the road. Like you're usually going,
I was going to say you're
half or a quarter of the speed that your truck can possibly go, just because the terrain's so rough and you got to worry about flipping over and rolling your truck or getting stuck or whatever. So you just got to be really careful about the routes you choose and the paths you take. And
that's cool. It's cool.
And
like I say, and it looks beautiful as far as like the graphics go. It's really a nice looking game.
Yeah, and especially on the new map, which the new map, they had some issues with the Xbox One. But they got that patch now. But because they introduced a lot of new stuff, like neon lights.
Oh, yeah.
So before they just had lights or no lights, and now they've got like purple lights and green lights and yellow lights and orange lights and like that.
And Xbox One lighting didn't like that?
Well, their implementation of it, something was causing issues with the older hardware.
Yeah.
So they just, it's fixed now.
Yeah.
They just had to patch it and everything's good now.
Cool.
But yeah, and it's just like I've played it a lot and I really do enjoy the game. But on the streaming experience, I got to say, I feel pretty good. I haven't had a lot of big help from another streamer or whatever. Like all the stuff I've done has just been me reaching out to friends basically and saying, hey, if you get a minute, I'm streaming, pop in, say hi.
Yeah.
And I'm about halfway right now to reaching my affiliates.
Okay.
goal.
What is affiliates?
So
again, I'm completely lost when it comes to Twitch and stuff like that.
So if you stream, you can stream all you want and it's fine. But if you want to actually try to make some money, you have to be either an affiliate or a partner.
Okay.
And the lowest level you can get is affiliate. And that's all I'm going for, because I'll never be able to do it enough to get partner.
Okay.
But it requires certain metrics. So like you have to have a certain number of followers, and you have to average a certain number of viewers over so many hours of streaming.
Okay.
And so you have to average 3 viewers over the entire stream of a month. Like however many hours you stream, your average has to be 3 viewers.
Okay.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're starting off, it's hard to get people to tune in, because most people only go to channels that people are already watching.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Those are the ones that are promoted and they pop up, quick.
Well, yeah, and they're figuring, well, a lot of people watch this guy, he must be good. Like he's either good at the game or entertaining or something. And if you don't have a lot of viewers, you must not be good because nobody's watching you. That's kind of the mentality.
Not necessarily that, hey, this is new.
Right.
Yeah.
So, over my last several streams, my average viewers is at like 2.4, which is really good.
Yeah.
And my followers, you have to get 50
and
to be
you
affiliate.
were at like almost 30 or something.
Well, I'm at 24, so I'm like almost halfway.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm doing pretty good with it, and I'm having fun doing it right now. But yeah, I'm just trying to do it as something to pick up like an extra 15 or 20 bucks a month, maybe. Like I'm not trying to turn it into a career.
Yeah.
But it's just something to do for fun that I enjoy. I'm going to play the game anyway. So if I can play the game and interact with people and, maybe pick up a little bit of money on the side, why not?
Yeah, it's a win-win-win, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and my buddy, Mr. Baker, that's helped us with our artwork for our logo.
Yep.
He's offered to help me make my like emotes and badges and stuff.
Oh yeah,
for my Twitch channel.
Cool.
So that's one of the things. If people subscribe to you, they get your emotes and your sub badges, and they don't have to watch ads on your channel. Like that's the big thing. Like people sub because if they're watching you, they don't have to watch ads.
Okay.
And Twitch forces ads, so like you can't. Like as a streamer, I can't say don't play ads on my channel.
Yeah.
Like Twitch is just like, no, we're playing ads because that's how we make money.
That's how they make their money. Right.
Yeah. But if somebody subs to you, you get part of that, and Twitch gets part of that, and so they use that covers their ad costs, so they don't show ads to the people that sub.
Nice.
But anyway, that's how all that works. And I'm having fun doing it. So yeah, if anybody listens to this and they want to check me out on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/CL4YWELL. That's it. That's my channel. Stop by, give me a follow, hit, say hi in chat, hang out. I'd appreciate it. Yeah. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. I understand. Twitch is definitely something that's not for everybody. 100%. I get it.
Like I said, I had never really done any of that. Like I'd been over at your place and you had it going with certain, other things.
Right.
And I was always like, you know what? That's just like, I don't understand why anybody would sit and just want to watch other people game. But then I sat and watched you play this game and I was like, man, is he going to make it is he going to do it across the river there? Is he going to get turned? And I'm like, it's almost kind of like watching sports or something. I'm not going to go out and play basketball or football, but I could watch it on television. I may not necessarily sit down and play the game, but it looks really cool, and it was like that. So yeah. It's kind of an awesome little thing. So
and it's something when I was younger, like I would go to a friend's house and sit on the couch beside them and watch them play. Or
dude, I'm telling you,
so it's that same kind of thing.
Whenever I was a kid, the big thing was, of course, Mario. That was the big ones that came out, right? So I can remember when Mario 2 and 3 came out because my neighbors ended up with those games, and I sat and watched for hours on end because I never got a controller because that was their new game. So, but that was Yeah, I guess it's the same thing, only we're just doing it online versus sitting in someone's living room.
Yeah, and now, with the pandemic and all that stuff, and it's more remote. Like, a couple of years ago, school was all remote and everything.
Yeah.
So, it's another way that you can interact with people.
Another connection.
And, and like I said, for me, it's just trying to find a creative outlet because I feel like that's important. Art, music, like you play music, that's... Yeah, and you do very well with that.
Well, I appreciate that.
I love sitting and listening to you play, and but I can't.
Hey, you can as well. I did something. We'll talk about this, I guess, a little later. But I made a purchase, and I cannot wait for it to get here. But it'll be here. It's actually sitting at UPS right now, and I can't go get it because they're closed. Oh. So I know it's there. I bought a new amp.
Oh.
But it's a practice amp. but it's a modeling practice amp called Spark.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes. Yeah. Positive Grid is the company that makes it.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, you talk about an awesome, like the neighbor has one, and I went over and played around with it, and I was like, man, this thing is awesome. And I found one that was one of their like limited edition ones. They call it the Spark Pearl. It's the white one.
Oh, okay.
I'm a subscriber to Reverb, and it was a company in California that had a few of them, and they were like, yeah, we're going to sell them, and it was like $50 below market price. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to buy one.
Oh, nice. It is. So correct me. It doesn't, or maybe it's an option for that amp, but don't they have one or an option to add or something that it's like got a battery in it that you can play without a power source?
Yeah, there's a Spark Mini and then the Spark 40. The Spark 40 is what I got. It's the 40 watt, plug-in. And then the Spark Mini, yeah, it can run off of battery power. And it's just a small, I think a little 10 watt.
Okay. So it's a different amp. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, they both have like this, they're app-based modeling amps. And basically from what I've gathered, you can like just pull up whatever sound it is that you want. Like say I want to sound like John Mayer, and it'll like model that amp to sound exactly like his tones. And I'm like, from the videos I've seen and the reviews and things, it's just like, it's spot on. And like I said, I messed around with the neighbors just a little bit.
Right.
It's pretty daggum accurate.
So is it like crowdsource? Like
yes.
Somebody sits down and figures out how to...
There's a cloud out there that people can upload their own like...
Right, okay. So it's not the company that makes all the effects.
Well,
like
that's just it. It is and it isn't. So the company has their presets.
Yeah.
Artists also will upload their own. So like John Mayer may say, you know what, this is what I use, and he'll set everything up and put that out there for people. And then of course users can upload their own as well. So it's like this massive cloud of data that's out there. That's
nice.
Yeah. I cannot wait. I'm super stoked. The next week I'm going to spend every minute that I'll probably not see the family.
Oh,
they'll hear me, but I probably won't see them. But I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome, dude. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
You pair that with your Boss pedal over there, and you ought to be able to do anything you want,
dude. I'd be almost afraid to do that. Between what's already there and that, yeah.
So does it do guitar effects as well, or just amp modeling?
It's guitar effects, yeah. Like so, you'll have your compressor, your modulation, reverb, your distortion, and then the amp itself, because it models different amps as well.
Right.
So you have all these effects that are built into it, as well as the amp itself. So yeah,
but it doesn't do stuff like wah and
it can. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it can flange. It can phase. It can delay, or it can. Yeah, and then there's various tone rooms where you can get different reverbs and compressors and condensers and.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a monster. You'll have to come and check it out
for sure. Yeah.
And it not only is it guitar, but it also like. You can put a bass to it too. Can you set it for bass? So
that's nice. That's kind of rare.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome little amp.
Because I've heard that can be really bad for the voice coils.
This one is specifically designed for guitar or bass.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's go into it. Something totally different. So, we had our big heavy series that we did. We're done with that.
Yep.
I'm glad I got it off my chest. I don't have to think about it as much anymore, and I don't have to feel like I need to have an opinion about it as hard. But I'm glad that that's all out of my system. So I just thought maybe this time we would just talk about some random crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Just to be a little more lighthearted, a little more laid back.
Just kind of more like just a chit chat.
Yeah. So a couple of the things that I ran across, because like I said, I've been trying to set up this Twitch stream, so I've been looking up articles on how to use the software, like how to set it up, how to program your mic and your video effects and all that stuff, like your scene transitions and how to get your chat to show up and like all the stuff just to make it work.
Right.
I mean, like you can make it work in a basic fashion, but I wanted it to have a little bit of production value.
Right. A little flair.
Yeah. A little bit personal to me versus just the bog standard that everybody has.
Right.
So I'll, reading all these articles, I kept running across these terms that are, I guess, kind of specific to streaming, or more common in streaming than in other areas of the world.
Yeah.
And a couple of the things that I kept coming across was people talking about incels.
Yeah, I have no clue what that is.
And people talking about simps.
Totally lost on both of those.
Well, so was I, and I've been watching Twitch for years. And I'm like, what the crap is a incel and what is a simp? Like, what does this mean? Like, what are they talking about? So I'm going to go over here and just give you, like, I guess the Wikipedia version of incel first. Or let me do simp first, because simp is a lot smaller thing to talk about.
Okay.
A simp is basically a person, typically speaking, a man.
Okay.
Who will go way overboard for a streamer, specifically, because that's where I was kept running across this stuff, or a celebrity personality that they find attractive.
Okay. So taking it to the nth degree, just like...
Yeah. So, like, there's a popular streamer called Sweet Anita.
Sweet Anita?
Yeah. She's awesome. I love her channel.
Okay.
She is a decent looking girl, but she has Tourette's.
Okay.
Legitimately has Tourette's. Like, she has muscle twitches and tics and verbal tics.
Okay.
That she can't control.
Okay.
And a lot of hers are a wink. Like, she winks.
Yeah.
And she whistles.
Okay.
And she can whistle and sound like that old Samsung tweet.
Yes.
Or the text notification that was default on Samsung phones. That
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot tell the difference between a phone and her.
Oh, wow.
Like, she sounds exactly like it. But she's kind of attractive. And so let's just say we're talking about her.
Okay.
So there's this guy that goes on her channel and flirts with her and talks to her. And she's like, oh, thank you, but I have a boyfriend. And then they're like, well, go check your mail because I sent you something. And so then she'll like come back in and, or they'll just pop in the channel. They'll talk to her a little bit. And she's like, oh, well, thank you, but I'm involved with someone. So, and she does frequently. She tells everybody that she has a boyfriend. She's taken. She doesn't.
Yeah. She doesn't lead people on.
Right.
Right.
And somebody will just like bomb 100 gifted subs in her channel, or they'll send her a tip for like $1,000.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And everybody in chat is like, oh, simp. And you're like, what? And that's what it is. It's just a person who just goes like way overboard trying to impress this celebrity personality.
Okay.
That's a simp. And it doesn't have to be man. Typically, when it's used, it's about a guy trying to impress a girl. Okay. But it could be any. It could be a girl simping for a guy, or a guy simping for a guy, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just somebody that goes way overboard trying to make an impression. So that's the first one, and I was just like, it bugged me. I was like, what is a simp? Like, what are these people talking about? And then another one that was always right there with simp was incel. And I'm like, well, what is this, like the same thing? Like a simp and incel are kind of synonyms, maybe. It's what I was thinking. And no, an incel is like a whole different thing. And there's some incel stuff that just blows my mind. Okay. Like, I don't even understand it.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to break this down, because again, I'm lost.
Okay, sorry, I just punched my microphone. Apologies. So an incel is like a contraction, if you will.
Okay.
So like can't is cannot.
Right.
It's an attraction of a person who is involuntarily celibate.
Okay.
So they're an incel.
So we're talking okay, so I mean, obviously celibate, meaning not having
sexual relations.
Sexual relations with anyone.
Right.
So involuntarily would mean that this person is there's an issue probably. Either they are unattractive or they could be going overboard with.
Well,
okay.
So the definition is an incel is a member of an online and I'm getting this from Wikipedia. It's a member of an online subculture of people who define themselves as unable to have a romantic or sexual partner despite the desire for one.
Okay. I mean, I can see that happening with some, and I hate to say it this way, but some unattractive people.
Right. And it doesn't necessarily, typically.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be an unattractive person for this to apply, right?
Well, typically when you're getting to this level of a thing, it's not even their physical appearance. So frequently in these incel discussion boards and forums where these people gather, the discussion is often characterized by resentment and hatred, like misogyny, derogatory statements towards women, they're self-loathing. A lot of them are also racists.
This doesn't sound like necessarily good people.
They're the kind of person that feels entitled to have sex. Like, I took you to dinner. Now we go back to my place.
Yeah.
Because I bought you dinner, so you have to have sex with me. Yeah. That's the way it works. That's this transaction.
Quid pro quo.
Right. And they just don't realize that that's not how you do it.
Right.
Like it's
there's wooing involved.
Yeah.
And they lack the ability to woo.
Right. And the majority incels are male.
Okay, I can see that.
Heterosexual.
Yeah.
And white.
How come I knew you were going to say that?
So, and they're often extremely angry people.
Yeah.
So there have been at least documented 8 mass murders.
Oh my gosh.
Resulting in a total of 61 deaths.
Because of this.
Committed by incels.
Are we talking like mass shootings? Or are we talking about...
it doesn't break it into each case because I don't think they want to promote...
Right.
But
holy moly.
Yeah.
You know what though? Whenever you're saying this, I kid you not, this, and I'm just flying off the cuff here, but I was listening to NPR. I want to say day before yesterday, and they were talking about this last. I guess not the Uvalde, but the
the guy in
Hyde Park.
Yeah,
yeah, and they were saying that they now have, or that they are now looking at some of the traits of these people that where they can start to
Highland Park in Chicago.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Sorry,
I've been on the verge of the outsides of it, so I haven't really followed.
Yeah, I haven't either. And like I said, this was just an article that I was listening to on NPR. Right. I think it was part of Morning Edition or something. But they were talking about the characteristics of these people that they're able to now start to target in on, and it was describing exactly this. They're part of these online societies or these online groups, and there's misogyny, and there's a lot of hate speech, and there's a lot of rejection from people and things. And I was like, wow. So yeah, whenever you're saying that, it just suddenly like bells just went off in my head. I was like, oh wow, I've just heard this like a couple of days ago. So crazy. Wow. Yeah.
And I didn't come across it from the Highland Park shooting. Like, this is just something I came across because it's, so a simp would be a person who's like, here's $1,000, Anita, I love you.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh God, jeez, dude, simp, calm down.
Yeah.
An incel would be like, here's $500, Anita.
Now what are you going to give me?
And then she's like, oh, thank you for the money. And they're like, okay, now send me the nudes.
Yeah.
And she's like, wait, what? And they're like, and then they immediately start in chat like, F you, you stupid bee. I want my nudes now. I gave you the money. Yeah. You're just like every other woman. Like you just tease people, you're blah blah blah, and that would be an incel, right? That switch
So
from
they go from fanboy, old Uber fanboy to
to self-entitled prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it.
That's the difference, and it's often is that just that switch,
Just
like
that
whenever
quick.
that one thing doesn't happen, violence,
Yeah.
hatred, anger, spewing.
How did we get there? Like, how do we get that? How does that person get to that point? You know? Wow.
It's ego,
Yeah.
self-entitlement. I mean, I don't know exactly, but
Wow. That's wild. Is what that is. That's crazy.
yeah. So I don't know. Those are just some things that I came across, and I'm like, what are these terms? What does this mean? And
so now, do you run into that a lot? Like, is that like I know you were talking that you.
I mean, I don't look at me.
No. I'm not saying you specifically, but I'm saying like, is this something that is prevalent in like Twitch or the streaming world?
Yeah. Like if you, especially, and there's people that play to it. Like Amaranth is one.
I don't know what that is. Is that a
That's
person?
a streamer.
Okay.
It's a female.
So she like specifically goes out and says, "Hey," or that's kind of her goal.
Her
is to trigger them.
her streams, like I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but like hot tub streams.
Nope.
Like she's one of the ones that kind of started that. Like basically, she would get in a hot tub in a bikini and stream.
Okay.
And she is fairly well endowed.
Okay. So but she would just be a tease, effectively.
Right. She goes on stream in a bikini because Twitch has guidelines. You can't show certain things on.
Right.
It violates their terms of service and their community guidelines. But she would show as much as she could.
And still stay within the guidelines.
To be within, and still, and remain within the guidelines to make money. Like that's, as much skin as she could show and bouncing and playful and, even a couple of times, oopsie, that slipped. Like so she's been not banned, but
been put on probation type thing.
Yeah, her account has been locked for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever because
I've heard of Facebook jail. Yeah, she was put in Twitch jail for like 30 days or something.
Because a nipple popped out of her bikini or her bottom slid over a little too far, and you could see everything.
Yeah,
and it's happened more than once.
Right.
So, people know that
she placates to this. And
right.
She
people
knows
know that there's a chance that she might have a wardrobe malfunction, quote unquote.
Right.
And so, but that's her whole channel is look at me in a bikini.
So then she would have those simps in there.
Oh, yeah.
She would have those.
Yeah. Like Anita is a she's a fairly attractive girl.
I was gonna say I pulled her up just as did a Google search, and she's
but she is like a typical streamer. She plays video games.
Like I'm not like the pictures that popped up of her are not provocative in any way. They're just like she wears with a set of headphones on and she's like smiling at the camera. That's the kind of thing.
She wears normal clothes.
Yeah.
And her camera is just a small little square in the corner of the screen.
Right.
And it's centered on her face.
I was gonna say that's what I'm seeing right here.
And that's her. Amaranth, her stream is full screen, just a camera on her, and it's usually centered on her boobs. Like course. Her boobs are usually in the middle of the frame.
Yeah.
And so her head is sometimes like the top of her head isn't even visible.
Yeah.
Like you can just see her mouth. And and there's other ones. She's not the only one. There's like Pink Sparkles and there's all these other people. Like Pink Sparkles was famous for going and playing League and trying to claim that she was a League of Legends streamer. But the aspect ratio was reversed. So like most people have League of Legends taking up like 90% of the screen and their camera taking up like 10% of the corner.
Tiny little box.
Yeah. Hers is her boobs in a bikini top taking up 90% of the screen and the League of Legends window taking up like 10% in the corner. And there's like it's just so those.
I guarantee you they've made their affiliates and partners.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, they're
going to say this is their job. This is their full-time job.
Yeah. 100%. This is their full-time job. And they make probably six figures a month.
I was going to say 6 figures.
A month.
A month.
A month.
Oh my, we're in the wrong. I guess I'm built wrong because I was going to say we're in the wrong business, but I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they make money. I mean,
dadbods.com is what I'd have to be a part of.
Yeah, no joke. Me too. And I don't want to make it sound too bad or anything, because it's there's a lot of people who are famous on Twitch that have nothing to do with that kind of content. Like,
well, I mean, like you're saying, I didn't know anything about this, and
one of the biggest streamers out there is Ninja. And he's like a mid-20s guy who makes $1 million a month streaming, or over $1 million.
Right.
And he's a mid-20s guy that like used to specialize on Fortnite.
Okay.
I don't know if that's still the game he's playing, but that when Fortnite was big, that was his game, and he was bringing in $1 million a month streaming.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, I knew Twitch was game things. Like, it was a game streaming.
Well, it's evolving past that now. Like, some of the biggest channels now are quote just chatting channels, and it's like what we do on film.
So should we set up for film and do this on Twitch?
I mean, it's a lot involved. I mean, we could try, but it's we're talking big expense.
Okay, let's not do that then.
Yeah.
Not yet anyway.
Right. I mean, if we start making money doing this, maybe, but I don't know how we would start making money. But anyway. So, I mean, and I have no illusions that I'm ever going to be Ninja level or, what is the guy's name? The other guy is really, really popular. He used to play for C9 professionally in CSGO, and all he does is stream now. But anyway, like those guys, right? I'll never be there. Ever. But it's something I thought I might try to do for fun and to pick up a little bit of cash on the side. Maybe I'm thinking like $30 a month.
Right.
That's like somewhere in that neighborhood is kind of what I'm thinking. And these guys are making like hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a month.
Yeah. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, this is a community that I'm completely blind to. It's not, and it's just that I've never really looked, I guess. I know with what you were talking about earlier, there was, I guess, another genre of this that, of course, goes much further than Twitch would be like OnlyFans thing. Because I know that one because someone charged a couple of like, I guess, subscriptions. I guess that's how it works to our bank account. And I like it popped up and I was like, what is this? And like on my, my statement. And I was like, I don't know what this is. So I called the bank and I was like, hey, there's a couple of charges here for like $30 a piece. And I was like, I don't know. And the girl was like, do you know what this is? And I was like, I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know necessarily. And she was like, oh yeah, she goes, how do I say this? Cause she was obviously sitting in the middle of the bank there.
Right.
So, yeah, people make big money evidently from that. Yeah. Huge amounts of money.
Oh yeah. So Twitch subscriptions are $5 a month.
Okay.
And then the streamer gets roughly half of that and Twitch keeps roughly half of that.
Yeah.
To pay for their ad coverage.
Right.
So OnlyFans, the celebrity sets their rates, I think.
Yeah.
So it can be whatever. So $30 a month would whoever that was. And if you want to know, it's generally speaking a woman who streams adult content.
Yeah.
And you have to pay a subscription fee
to see the content.
And you get to see the content. You can watch her do whatever she's doing. Typically, though, it's adult content.
Yeah.
X-rated if you want to be explicit about it. And that's what they do. But yeah, that's OnlyFans. And like Amaranth would be like the Skinamax version of OnlyFans.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's the stuff that you could put on TV barely.
Yes. Skinamax. It's been a long time since I heard that.
But that's, yeah. So but yeah, it's a weird community and there's a lot of stuff you can do. Wow. Patreon is another one like that, but Patreon is more, like if I'm on Twitch or if I'm on YouTube and I do content for those.
Yeah.
But people want to support me because, Twitch takes half, YouTube takes a lot.
Right.
Like, cause YouTube now supports paid.
Oh yeah.
Memberships.
Yeah.
They call them memberships. So a subscription on YouTube is just when you follow a channel and you get a notification every time they post new content. A subscription on Twitch is actually a $5 a month fee that you subscribe. So YouTube calls their paid things memberships.
Okay.
But YouTube takes a cut of that, and then some goes to YouTube, some goes to the creator.
Right.
Patreon is set up in a way that almost all of the paid subscription fee goes to the content creator.
Right. Didn't we talk about this a little bit whenever we were talking music? Because some of the artists are actually doing that, to where they're getting a lot more of the cut of the music that they're producing.
Yeah, you can do Patreon or SoundCloud or but yeah, a lot of content creators are using those platforms.
Yeah,
because the platform doesn't take as much of a cut,
right,
or very, very little or no cut, depending on what platform you're going to. But anyway, so that's just another way that people can make money off the content they create.
Dude, that's some weird stuff. And like I say, I mean, the fact that you run across that kind of stuff in that community, in that setting, it's kind of it's kind of an abstract thing to me, but it's also, I mean, I can see where it would happen, because of, you never know necessarily who is out there watching a stream,
right?
Or who really is the person behind the username. That's kind of a thing, I guess.
Internet grants anonymity.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And that's why, they say that's the cause of a lot of the hatred.
I can see that. I mean,
because there's no repercussions.
I was going to say, if you're sitting straight across from someone face to face, you're not necessarily going to say the same things that you would through a chat box or whatever.
I got to get this out, because with incels, back to incels real quick.
Okay.
So there is a famous incel who is also a prominent white supremacist. His name is Nick Fuentes.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, he's very well known. He's a white supremacist. He has, what is it called? He has a podcast called America First.
Right.
And he used to be a YouTuber, but he got banned for hate speech. But he's also an incel. And let me give you some incel logic here, okay? From an incel himself. Think about it this way. This is a quote from Nick Fuentes. Think about it this way. What's gayer than being like, I need cuddles, I need kisses, I need to spend time with a woman? That's very sus. I need to spend time with a woman? That's a little sus. That's him saying that a man wanting to spend time with a woman is gay. He goes on to, I don't, it's not an exact quote. But he says later on in the same kind of rant that gay people date girls all the time. Gay men date girls all the time. They all come out and say that they've had more girlfriends than Nick Fuentes. They've had sex with more girls than Nick Fuentes. And that, in fact, is what makes him more heterosexual. It's because he's never had sex with a woman. He's never had sex. So the only way to truly be heterosexual is to not have sex, because having sex is gay. So
this guy's crazy.
The fact that he is an incel makes him the straightest man possible.
This guy's crazy. I'm just saying, this guy's crazy. So I was just looking here.
That's his logic, though.
Yeah. So it said here that he was a former YouTuber, and his channel was permanently suspended in February 2020 for violating YouTube's hate speech policy.
Yep.
Man, he's out there.
Yep.
Out there.
Yeah. So that's where incels get you,
Wow.
Yeah.
This leads right into something that happened Wednesday.
Oh,
that was kind of a crazy thing of, crazy people doing crazy things.
Okay.
So we've talked about this, and you're getting ready to go to Georgia.
Right.
So the guide stones, you recall?
Yeah, we talked about that on our weird weird places to visit or something, I think.
Yeah, well,
or nearby attractions.
nearby, something like that.
Yeah, something
It was
like that, yeah.
Strange places. So if you were planning a trip, mark that one off. It's no longer there. So on Wednesday morning, about 4 a.m., the so-called Stonehenge of the United States, the Georgia Guidestones, were destroyed, were blown up by someone. We don't know who. They don't know who yet. So the Georgia Federal Bureau of Investigation's field office in Georgia is currently investigating an explosion that took place about 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And it destroyed one of the guidestones completely and part of the capstone. For safety purposes, they went ahead and disassembled the rest of the monument later that day. And so we don't know necessarily who did it. They have no clue. They did see because they have cameras on the guidestones, surveillance cameras or whatever, the security cameras.
Right.
They did see a vehicle leaving the site just moments after the explosion. But yeah, our lovely guidestones are now completely gone. And there's a few theories that are already kind of circulating, and there's been some talk by political activists and some people on the right about this.
No, not the right-wing people. They would never do anything like that.
This satanic, thing that they're saying that this was an act of God, that this was destroyed, but yeah, it
was an act of God and a stick of dynamite.
Pretty much. Yeah.
These are probably the same people that said God punished Haiti with an earthquake a while back.
Probably so. Ridiculous. One of our loveliest people, our political people, you've heard of Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Oh, you mean Klan Mom?
Yeah. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has spread and supported unfounded conspiracy theories, specifically told by Alex Jones, in an interview Wednesday, that the monument represented a future of, quote, population control as envisioned by the, quote, hard left. There is a war of good and evil going on,
How does she know? She can't remember anything. Like, did you see her testimony at the January 6th committee? I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't recall. I can't recall. I don't remember saying that.
So there is a war of good and evil going on, and people are done with globalism, she said, adding that she would wait for the results of the investigation, but she thinks that this was an act of God that took this out.
Give me a break.
Yeah, kind of makes me sad because, like you said, you're going to Georgia, and I would have loved to have gone and seen it.
Right on.
But yeah, this is crazy. Some crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
Okay, let's talk about crazy.
You want to talk crazy?
Let's talk crazy.
Okay.
Let's talk crazy. So we love our little conspiracy stuff every once in a while. Not hardcore. I'm not QAnon. I don't. But just for funsies, I like some of these things. And I ran across a couple that just kept popping up on me. And I was like, what is this? And I finally clicked it. And here's a couple of Mandela effect things. And let me tell you, I would have bet everything I had on both of these,
saying that this is the way it is. Huh?
Yeah. I totally remember that happening. I 100% remember that happening.
Okay,
and turns out I'm dead wrong. So let me start.
But are you?
Well, according to factual evidence that you can find now, I am. Yes. So I'm just going to start with asking you a question.
Okay.
Back in the 80s and 90s,
okay,
there used to be TV ads all the time.
Yeah.
Where a certain person could possibly come to your house with a great big check and give you money because you won the something giveaway.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you have any vague idea? I can't make it any more vague.
The Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
Yes. And who was the person that would bring you the check?
McMahon.
You are wrong, sir.
No.
Yes.
I am not wrong.
You are wrong.
Really?
I was right there with you, man. I would have bet everything I had.
How come? How do we know this is factual? Because I remember him with the balloons. I remember the big giant check. I remember the confetti.
Yep.
I remember the people opening the door and the, oh my gosh. And it was Ed McMahon.
Yep. You're wrong.
So who was it?
I have no idea. Ed McMahon never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. He was, however, a spokesperson for American Family Publishers. In old television commercials for American Family Publishers, the word publishers appeared much smaller than American Family, and perhaps because the company knew that so many American households confused the two brands, they believed that McMahon worked for Publishers Clearinghouse.
No.
Directly from Snopes.com.
This is no.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. There's links right here to the Publishers Clearinghouse commercials. But it
literally had him talking on the commercials.
But if you look at the commercials now, he's never in a commercial. He never does a voiceover. He's never in any of that. No, sir. But I distinctly remember it just like you do. He did do commercial
So when
ads.
did this pop up? How long have you... let me ask you a question now.
Mm-hmm.
When did you find this Mandela effect?
Just recently, because I was looking at another
How
one.
long ago was just recently? Like within the last couple of days?
No.
Okay.
But this other one kept popping up.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, I totally remember that. And I got to looking, and then because I was looking for that one, I found this one. But no, I mean, they have, like, you can
I'm
go
a complete victim of that one.
You can go on YouTube and look at the commercials. Like, look from like 1990, early 90s. There are Publisher Clearinghouse commercials that had the Prize Patrol. Ed McMahon is never in them. But if you go look up commercials for American Family Publishers, you will see Ed McMahon. But they're not the same. But I was right there with you, dude. I would have bet everything I had.
Yeah, I'd have lost the house right there.
That Ed McMahon would bring you a big fat check, a giant oversized cartoon large check.
Yeah.
And I would have been wrong because he didn't do that.
Wow. Okay.
I'm telling you, like, right? That's crazy.
This is crazy.
That
this
one
is nuts.
That one, because the other one we talked about was the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah. But I saw something too, because I was looking through various, crazy stuff like that the other day, and there was a picture of a Berenstain bear, and it said Berenstain Bears, and then down below, because it was the dad, it was the papa,
Right.
it said Papa Berenstein, Stein. So you had both on the same label.
I mean, I'm just saying, but like the Ed McMahon thing completely, like I am 100% confident that I remember seeing commercials with him with a big check.
As a matter of fact, I know exactly where I was at whenever I'd see that stuff, because we always stayed with my great aunt, and she watched like her soap operas, and they would always have those kind of commercials during those, like Wheel of Fortune or not Wheel of Fortune, but The Price is Right. That was her. She watched it every day, and then went right into her stories in the afternoon, and that. Those commercials were right there.
I tell you, I'm right there with you, man. I would have bet it. I would have bet everything I had. Yeah, Ed McMahon, of course.
Yeah.
Nope. So here's another one that I came across. Right, this is the one that actually kept popping up on me, and I'm like, I had to click it eventually. And I can't ask you about this one like I did that one. Like, I just kind of have to tell you what this one is, and it kind of ruins it. That's a theory too, that by me telling you. That it supplants the memory in your head. But see, the way I did that one, I didn't mention anything about who, the company, the celebrity, and you knew exactly what I was talking about.
I knew exactly who you were talking about. This one, exactly what it was.
This one, I can't do that. I have to basically just tell you. I will tell you my memory. Okay.
Okay.
I remember back in the day, late at night on ABC television.
Okay.
They would have, I can't remember the name of the segment, but they would have a segment where Michael Eisner would come on from Disney, the CEO of Disney at the time.
Uh-huh.
And he would do a little introductory speech, and then they would show a classic Disney film on ABC.
Yeah,
and they would do this like once a week or something. I don't remember, but
The Magical World of Disney.
maybe, yeah,
I think it's what that's called. Or
Yeah.
I think it's called The Magical World of Disney.
right. Maybe it was something like that, but it was always hosted by Michael Eisner.
Yep.
And he would come out and do like a little 30-second.
Walt actually started that. Yeah.
But Walt died before I could remember.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that.
But I remember Michael Eisner coming out and introducing this, and then after he would do his introduction, but before the film would play.
Yep.
Okay, you with me? Mm-hmm. You would get this roll that they would do in between Eisner and before the movie. Like there was this little cinematic roll that they would play.
And it would have Tinkerbell and
what did she do?
She would fly up around the castle, and then she would, with her magic wand, and it would glitter, and then it would go into whatever was going on.
Okay, so what specific, is that all you remember?
That's kind of what I remember.
So I remember, and I do remember this. I swear I remember this. She would fly up around the castle and do like this and write Disney.
Oh, see, I don't remember her writing Disney.
See, I do. And that's the Mandela.
Ah.
I remember her writing Disney and then flying around and back up around and ding and dotting the I. And when she would ding and dot the I, that's when it would like do the sparkle.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay, so this is one where we're on the split realities. Like I'm from the other reality and you're from the correct one apparently. Because I remember her like coming out and like waving her wand. Yeah. Because later on, people started doing that, in my mind, mimicking Tinkerbell. Because she used to do it on the World of Disney or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Because like if you go look at the shorts on the Disney Channel before the streaming service, like they had the Disney Channel. Like if you watch the Hannah Montana and Raven and all, like they would do spots, and then at the end of it, they would all like wave their hand around and it would write out Disney.
Huh.
And in my mind, that's because that's what Tinkerbell used to do on the old Magical World of Disney or whatever.
Wonderful World of Disney or Wonderful World of Disney.
Whatever. I don't remember, but it was on ABC and they would do that. And she would come out and write Disney with her wand and then fly down around the bottom of the screen and come back around to the top of the castle and dot the I. And that's when you would get the big sparkles and the fireworks.
Right.
And apparently what you remember is correct. She never wrote out Disney.
No.
She would just fly around the screen and then sparkles.
See, I remember she would fly from the castle, kind of fly around, and then whenever she would do the wand thing and it would do the sparkles, that's when it would just change from one to the other. I don't remember her dotting the I. It would just that flick of the wand would go from that little segment into whatever it was.
Right.
That's
and I remember the transition the same, like she would do, but the way I remember it is she would dot the I. She would write Disney and then fly around the right-hand side of the screen, down to the bottom, back around up the left side of the screen, all the way back up to the top middle, right above the castle, and then dot the I over Disney. And that's what would set off the scene transition to go into the movie.
Yeah.
And that's the way I remember it. And apparently I'm wrong. And again, I would have bet, because like I said, in my mind, that's why like on Raven and Hannah Montana and all those other shows later,
they did those.
They wrote out Disney with the wand.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
But no, I'm wrong. Like Tinkerbell never wrote out the word Disney and dotted the I. Like it never happened. And I'm just like, that's insane because I remember it. Just like I remember Ed McMahon bringing people comically oversized checks. Like I remember that.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, those two, like, okay, so the Tinkerbell one, that one to me is a little more vague, I guess, because I don't recall that. But yeah, the Publishers Clearinghouse one, spot on. It was Ed McMahon with the big giant checks and that was, yeah.
Yep.
It's the way it was.
Nope. You're wrong, Walter Cronkite. That is not the way it is.
Oh. So what's causing this? What is causing this Mandela effect thing?
It splits in reality.
It has to be. I'm telling you it has to be. I am not a conspiracy theory guy.
We're from alternately merged timelines.
Telling you that's exactly what it has to be.
That's what it is. I'm from one timeline and you're from another one, and our universes were merged at some point by somebody changing something.
Yep.
And I have distinct memories from my childhood that apparently are wrong now.
And I have distinct memories from mine that are wrong now as well.
Right.
Or right or wrong.
Right.
That match, I should say. Not right or wrong, that match.
Yeah. Well, but so, and that's the thing too. Like, we both remember McMahon because maybe that we're from that dimension, but then at some point we merged in the timeline splits.
Yeah.
And you went to the one where Tinkerbell doesn't write out Disney, and I went to the one where Tinkerbell does write out Disney. And then since then, those timelines have remerged again. Because that's the thing. Every choice branches a new universe if you're in that theory of multiverse. So anyway, it was just crazy bananas to me because I'm like, I know I am right. I know I am right.
It is. It's insane how instilled and how much of a part of you that it is. Right. Oh my gosh. So, like I said, I am not a conspiracy theory guy whatsoever. But I'm telling you, there's something that has happened. Something has changed, and it's brought us to where we are now. And there's only one thing I can think that it possibly could be, and you know what that is, right?
No.
Oh, come on. They fired it up like 2 or 3 days ago.
No, seriously, I don't know.
You really have no clue? I think it's the whole Large Hadron Collider. I still think it is.
Come on.
Dude, tell me something that's different. I mean, tell me what else it could be.
I don't know. I don't understand.
All this craziness started right around 2009 whenever they fired that thing up for the first time.
How do we know that, though?
Because all of those memories prior to that are where you get Mandela effect. And now that they've fired it up again, we're getting more. They've ran it. This is the 4th time. I'm telling you, dude, they're doing something over there.
You could be right. I don't know. Should we start worrying about the upside down?
I don't know. Okay, so conspiracy theorists think that the Large Hadron Collider transferred us into a parallel universe yesterday. This was written July 6, 2022 at 8 a.m. I'm telling you, people are thinking this.
Well, yeah, but people also think lots of crazy ass things that aren't even close to true.
Okay, so let's get down here to the part of it where it really does get to the meat and the meat and the potatoes of this. Okay. So it says here, this is who has felt like a big shift is coming for a while now. One verified astrologer wrote on Twitter, in an example typical of the conspiracy theories. Now on July 5th, we are quite literally going to be switching timelines when CERN is going to turn on the machine again. It's going to open a portal through to an unknown that is coming in. Keep your positive vibes and energy up. And then it says, as funny as it is to imagine that you're going to be avoid being dragged into a parallel dimension created by the machine thing, let's take this conspiracy theory seriously for a short moment. This comes from CERN. Being generous, you could guess that the alternate dimension theories are based on the idea that the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, could, in theory, detect evidence for extra dimensions. This, like I said, this is coming straight from them. How could we test for extra dimensions? One option would be to find evidence of particles that can exist only if extra dimensions are real. This is explained, and they go in depth to explain this on their website, like CERN's website.
Right, but that's what they study theoretical physics.
Exactly,
so, I mean,
exactly. Theories that suggest extra dimension predict that in the same way that atoms have a low energy ground state and excited high energy states, there would also be heavier versions of standard particles in other dimensions. These heavier versions of particles, called Kaluza-Klein states, would have exactly the same properties as standard particles and so be visible to our detectors, but with a greater mass. So basically they're saying, if this is even something that's even possible out there, there is a way of detecting it. Yeah, my eyes just crossed. You saw that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, again, it's theoretical, and that's what they specialize in, is theory.
Yes.
Like, so, I mean, I'm sure they have theories about all kinds of things, but
Yeah.
there's a difference between a theory and a scientific fact.
And I'm just going to say that a lot of things that are now scientific fact were theories at one time as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't say that I discount if this is what the CERN scientists think, I am in no position to contradict what they say. But
so something that was really cool that happened whenever they fired it up, they did immediately find 3 new particles.
Oh, yeah, were they those Kalusia Frankenstein particles or whatever you said?
No, they are new kinds of pentaquark, the first ever pair of tetraquarks, which are the things that make up like the
Right.
most fundamental parts of.
Now, see, that's where is it a quark or a Planck?
Quark.
Because
Pentaquark.
oh, wait, maybe a Planck is a unit of distance.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Hold on.
but yeah, so they did immediately find was able to observe those, which is kind of cool. Even if we are ripping, holes in the space-time continuum, at least we're getting to see some cool stuff. I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the Hadron Collider is splitting universes or merging them or something. I don't know.
I did think that there was one really cool thing too, and they were talking about, because they were saying, well, the initial startup of the LHC was, are we going to be ripping a hole in something and suddenly a black hole is going to open up and blah 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 blah, where it's going to suck us all in?
Right.
And they said that, you know what, we possibly could be creating black holes, but they are so subatomic, so small, that they are the equivalent of a mosquito flapping its wing. That's how small it would be.
How do they know that, though? Again,
It's
theory. It's all theory.
They're saying that if that's happening inside that collider, it's something that they could measure and something that they could see. That it's so subatomic that it's insignificant. But again, that's just like, it's like holes in a dam. Each one is no big deal, but when you get enough of them, shit starts flowing through.
I guess.
Oh, again, I'm not going to be a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not going to say that this stuff is true or real or anything. But I think it's an interesting exercise into craziness.
Yeah. I didn't know that they were testing the collider again.
Yeah. They fired it up on the 5th, so just a few days.
How long has it been since before that?
I don't know.
It was like 2008 or something.
2009 is the initial. This is
2009 was
either the third or the fourth time that they fired it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, the third run. So they and it's been, let's see, July 5th at 4:47 p.m. their time was when they started up. Oh, and something too. It's 13.6 TeV, which is tetra something volts. It's the largest amount of energy that it's ever used or ever created. So that's another thing that a trillion electron volts is what 13.6 trillion electron volts. So that's another thing. But now, it doesn't say here when they did before, but it was like I said, this is their third run of the LHC. So yeah, interesting. It's been under, they've been doing a lot of upgrades and things to it as well over the last few months or something like that. But crazy stuff, dude. I'm just going to say, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but man, that is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get hardcore into this, but like I run across stuff like that just intrigues me because I'm like, I know. I know what I know. Yeah, exactly. Like I know what I remember, and how can I remember some? I mean, I know that the human memory is like proven to be
completely flawed,
unreliable,
completely flawed.
Right. But how do I remember that if it wasn't true? Like that's what bugs me is like, how do I remember something being on TV?
I think I heard someone say too that the human memory is not actually memory. You are recreating events.
Yeah. So every time you recall something,
it's changed.
You change it.
Yes.
Yeah. So the number of times, but I mean, it's not like I sit here and daydream about Ed McMahon and publish like 4 times a week.
Right.
Like, I mean, how do I distinctly remember something that apparently never happened?
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, there's something that's something is off kilter.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't understand. Like, like I get the memory being flawed. I just don't understand how I remember that if it never happened. Like, that's what bugs me.
Yeah. What was it? Something about a wobble shaft at some point? My wobble shaft seems like it's a little off kilter right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, dude, this was fun.
Yeah,
this
it was
crazy,
yeah.
but it was fun.
Yeah. It's been good.
So if you guys want to find us, you can do so. We are on www.facebook.com/groups/twomindspodcast.
Yeah, we are. And just if you're not aware, Facebook is changing their groups pages. And I've looked into that, and apparently basically they're just trying to copy the look and feel of Discord on the group pages. So if you're familiar with Discord, you're going to like it. If you hate Discord, you're probably going to hate the new Facebook groups, but there's nothing we can do about that. Facebook makes those decisions, not us.
And they did say the thing that the big takeaway that I saw from it was that you are now able to view groups, and I think you can even like groups without necessarily an invite. So that way, but
well, I mean,
don't think
ours is public anyway. So.
Yeah, but I don't think you can post.
Yeah, ours you can.
Ours you can?
Yeah, it depends on how the person set it up.
How it's set up?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ours is set up as a publicly open group. Anybody can come in and join, post.
Awesome.
I mean, you have to be a member to post. So, like, you can't come in you can't post without joining.
Right.
But it's publicly open, so all you have to do is join the group, and then you can make a post if you want to.
Cool.
But yeah, and they're changing everything to purple.
Oh.
Because Discord's purple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Figured that would be like a meta thing. Because I know meta is kind of a purplish thing, isn't it? Their little symbol.
But it's what Facebook does.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't buy Snapchat, so they bought Instagram and then copied Snapchat.
Yeah.
They couldn't buy. There was an encrypted messaging service they tried to buy. They couldn't, so they bought WhatsApp and turned it into the other one.
Yeah.
Like, now Discord is starting to become the new social platform because people want control over the stuff they don't want.
So they're going to copy Discord.
They don't want algorithms determining everything for them. They want to be able to make the decisions themselves. So now they're copying the look and feel of Discord, but still trying to maintain the control, which they don't understand. Like, the people that use Discord are never going to come to Facebook.
Right.
There's a reason they use Discord.
Yeah.
It's not because it's purple instead of blue. That's not the reason.
Yeah,
like, making your website purple and changing the layout of the page is not going to bring Discord users over, guys. Sorry, it's just not. That's not why they're on Discord. They're not on Discord. Oh, this one's purple, I'm using it. It's not the reason, fellas.
It's not aesthetic.
Yeah, no. It's the fact that you're evil. That's the reason. Anyway, if you don't like Facebook, you don't have an account, and you don't want any part of their world, you can directly communicate to us via email. Our email address is twomindspodcast@gmail.com. And that's the word two spelled out TWO, twomindspodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. You can shoot us a tweet at twomindspodcast. And then anytime we say two minds, it's spelled out TWO. I don't think anything that we have is ever actually just the letter or the number.
No, so yeah, it's all spelled out.
TWO Minds Podcast. And then, of course, we have our host site, twominds.podbean.com, or you can get us on any of those mirror sites where you get your podcasts, Spotify and Apple, iTunes, I think, and all that kind of stuff.
Yep,
so
you can get us on Apple Podcasts. You can get us on Google Podcast. Any podcast app that you use, you can find us.
Yep, either Two Minds Podcast or Jason Claywell or Jeremy Ham. Put those in quotes, though, because that'll get you to us quicker.
Yep. And our RSS feed, if you're having trouble searching us by name in your podcast app, you can join directly by RSS feed, and that's on twominds.podbean.com. There's a link directly to the RSS feed, so you can just follow that, and you'll automatically be updated with all of our content in the app of your choosing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And that's how you get a hold of us. Shoot us some info.
Yeah.
Give us some things to look up. If you know of a Mandela effect out there that we haven't talked about and that you're like, I know it's this way, let us know. I love these things. Absolutely love these things.
They boggle my mind. They truly, I don't understand how you can distinctly remember something that just never happened.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I love it. It frustrates me to my core. It makes me smile bigger than anything.
Yeah. It really, it's intriguing for sure.
So, your trip, dude.